In this video, we're going to discuss the top 5 mistakes that you need to avoid when running an eBay store. If you're new here, my name is Charles, and my goal is to help you build a full-time income online. So be sure to hit that subscribe button so that you get notified. Mistake number 1 that you want to avoid on your eBay store is not checking your shipping rates. If we're talking about USPS, they have a variety of different packages and each of them costs different. So when you're shipping out, make sure to check your shipping rates. Make sure to check your regional A, make sure to check your priority mail, make sure to check your first class mail, media mail if you can get into media mail, but make sure to actually compare the rates. A mistake that I even made when I was a beginner was I just shipped everything priority mail, and it actually it actually caught up to me one day. I got and it actually just recently caught up to me. I actually lost or I didn't, and it actually just recently caught up to me. I shipped a package out priority mail, and regional A was less money, so I could have saved about $1 on that package. Shipper paid for it anyway, so not big of a deal, but always check your shipping rates. Mistake number 2 that you want to avoid as a seller is not printing out your own labels. Pretty standard there. If you don't have a printer, you have to get a printer. But let me tell you something. Depending on the area you're in, you might be able to get away with emailing the label. So I take my packages to Office Depot, and when I send the packages there, before I had a printer, I would email my eBay printed label to them, and then when I got there, print it out and put it on the box and ship it out. eBay gets about a 30% discount on first class mail, so make sure that if you're selling on eBay to get in there and print your label from eBay. They get great discounts, and unless you can compete with those discounts, you need to be taking advantage of them. Tip number 3 that you need to avoid with your eBay store is pricing your items too high. Now, look, I get it, and comment below if this is you. You saw an item, you got excited. It was one of the brands that you know sells fast, so you skipped out on the research. You didn't comp prices, you didn't look up your prices, you just grabbed the item, you bought it, you overpaid for it, and now you get home, you're going to list it, and oh no, this is way off on what I thought it was going to be worth. Come on, let me know if that was you. So it's been me multiple times. There's just been, when I see Disney stuff, man, it's like, get out of the way. I don't care about the price. I'm a little better now, but do your research. It's happened to me too. I didn't do the research. I picked up an item that I was for sure was going to sell, and I overpaid for it, and I got home, I went to list the item, and now I am either at a break-even point because I picked it up for so much cost that I can't really make any money on it, or I price it higher and I sit with it for half a year. Well, that's what I mean about pricing your items too high. You need to get this stuff moving. You need to get this stuff out the door. So I get it. If you got the item, it was a bad pick. Take your loss, price it at break even, and get rid of it so that you can recoup your money and get some more items in your store. Tip number 4 that you want to avoid with your eBay store is not taking enough good pictures. eBay gives you about 11 to 12 pictures that you can upload, and there's no reason, I mean, unless it's a pen that you can only take so many pictures of. eBay gives you 12 pictures, and there's not really a reason to not use all 12 of those pictures. You have to make sure that you have good lighting. I use a lamp that I shine right on my items. You have to have get a relatively clear background, and then take as many pictures as you can. Just think about it. If you're going to go to Amazon and buy an item and it has poor quality pictures, you're not going to buy that item. So it's just like that on eBay. If you want to make sure to take good pictures and have a lot of pictures so that someone can really inspect what they're getting. Oh, and don't use stock pictures. Before we get into the fifth and final mistake, if you're getting any value out of this, make sure to hit that like button so that I know to keep pumping out videos such as this. Tip number 5, and our final tip of tonight, it's not listing your items fast enough. What I can really tell you is eBay is very close to a stock market. Prices are gonna go up, prices are gonna go down. So if you have an item and you don't list it fast enough, overnight that price can hit the floor, and now you're stuck with that inventory that you're not going to be able to get rid of at cost. Now, on the other hand, the item can go up in price, and then you sold it under value for what it was worth. Just like a stock, it can go up, it can go down. For me, I'd rather get those items listed so that if the price happens to go down, I sold it for a good price. And it's all in all, you are over what you bought it for, so unless it dips below that price, make sure to sell it as fast as possible. Get rid of what they would call the death pile. But that was it. That was the 5 mistakes that you want to avoid when selling on eBay. And before we get out of here, if any of these apply to you, do me a favor and in the comment section below, just type the word guilty. And I'll see you guys in the next video.